Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Mindset on this very fine Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. I know Sunday is usually people's lay in bed and hang out time. Not that I ever get to do that ever on any day because of all my children and responsibilities around here, but who knows, one day when the kids are all grown up, that may happen. So today we are discussing another topic of the week. We always start our new topics on Sunday. My name's Michelle. I'm inside virtual co-working space, and today the theme of the week is client blocks. So next week coming up, we've got an amazing free event happening the 9th. It's actually not next week, it's the week after, the 19th to the 22nd, where I am going to be introducing you to the really core skills and the core attributes of having a successful working online experience. This could mean for you creating a virtual assistant business that supports you, that you love doing. It could be any kind of working online job, freelancing, primarily services we cover because that's always been my primary focus. And so that is coming up. So one of the things that people really struggle with is this whole concept of being able to acquire a client or a client base. So this is what we're talking about this week in Morning Mindset, because I think it's very important. And because also we do a new topic within the theme every day, there are actually many reasons why people have the experience of simply not being able to acquire clients. So I'm going to take you through 4 this week. I would say these are 4 of the key ones, but they're by no means the be-all and end-all of them. So which one do I pick today? Let me have a think. Okay, Nikki's just come back. Okay, so we've got a few here today. I'm going to talk about the first one. This is like kind of a big one. Let's do this today. It is the belief systems of people from imposed beliefs. Okay, so we have our own beliefs, but our own beliefs are generally created by imposed beliefs. Okay, so when you go, let's say for example, you go on fresh, you're about to start your VA business, you're feeling super pumped, maybe you heard about virtual assistants and you know someone's told you you'll be able to make lots of money online working with clients and and you're like, yes, I'm going to go for it. Okay, so you've set up everything and everything's great, and then let's say, because you've not had proper coaching guidance, let's say you start going on groups and you start saying, right, I'm going to ask people in groups about advice about how to get clients. Okay, good move. So you go into these groups. I've got groups myself. I've got groups collectively. We've got nearly 40,000 people in our Facebook group. We've got 60 something plus thousand people in LinkedIn. And I see this happen a lot. So somebody goes on and then they're like, has anybody got any techniques of how to get clients? And then people share a few things and And then let's say you have resistance to those techniques, okay? Let's say, for example, someone says, oh, the only way to get clients is to go on LinkedIn and message people, and you feel icky about that. You don't want to go on people and like start selling to people. You don't feel good about that, but you do it anyway because someone said that's the way to get clients. So you go onto LinkedIn, you feel icky about it, you don't really want to be there, you don't really want to do it, and then you go and start doing it, and then it don't work because you don't feel good about it. You're not sitting there pumped to send these cold call messages to people on LinkedIn, okay? There are a million techniques of how you can acquire clients. There's even techniques which require you to do nothing, which we will talk about in this event, literally. But, you know, it's all about belief systems. So let's say you start doing that, you don't feel good about that, and then you are in the mode or the belief that it's going to be difficult for you to acquire clients. Oh dear. And then you go back to the groups because you don't have a proper mentor or a coach or somebody guiding you. And then you post and say, I'm not getting any luck. You know, I've tried getting clients. I've tried this. Everyone's having success apart from me. What am I doing wrong? First of all, then you've got the belief that you're doing something wrong, that something's not working, that, you know, various other things. And then you say to people, you know, why is this happening? You know, does anyone else have this experience? And what you're doing is you're going to then attract all the people with negative experiences of getting clients. Very dodgy ground here. So then people start saying to you things like, oh God, it's really hard to get clients and the market is so saturated now. There's too many VAs and not enough business. And so you're starting to have doubts and fears and things about lack and things about there's just not enough clients to go around, and you've got to have certain skills to get clients. You've got to have this attributes to get clients. You've got to have all of these things. Otherwise, you're failed. This is very dodgy ground. So my first piece of advice to you is be very careful about what you decide to take on board as imposed beliefs, and be very careful about the techniques and the approach that you use when you go to get clients, because people's imposed beliefs and your feelings towards the techniques that you're using, because you feel you have to use them even though you don't really want to, will greatly impact your results. Okay. So if you want to have or see better results, definitely follow a strategy that feels good to you. Definitely follow a strategy of acquiring clients where you know you're going to sit down and you're going to enjoy processing through that strategy. Okay, and like I say, there's strategies that don't even require you to do anything other than inner work and certain things for yourself. But obviously we do want to take action if we can. If we feel like this is something we have to do, we have to go out there, we have to do this technique and for sure, absolutely do it. My point is, imposed beliefs are a business killer. Imposed beliefs will cause you to block clients, particularly if you onboard the ones about the market being saturated, that there's too many VAs, and that it's difficult and hard to find clients these days. Believe me, trust me, it's not. There is an abundance of clients out there. There is an abundance of clients that want to work with you. But the problem is, and this is why I've called this week client blocks, is if you are putting up the barriers, they can't get in. They can't get to you because you've put this wall up of beliefs. And the sad thing is, a lot of the time it's imposed beliefs because it's people's experiences. But like I say, you can say to yourself, oh, well, you know, this has got to be true because look at all the people that have experienced it. Yes, but the same is true on the opposite side. You have simply been projecting feelings of failure and lack, and it's not working and it's not going well, and this is a problem, and this is a problem, and I can't find clients, and you know, blah, blah, blah. You have been projecting that energy, so therefore you will attract that energy to you. So of course you're going to find all these people having all these negative experiences, but on the opposing side, you have the ability to attract to you all of the people that are having all of these positive experiences, got all of these things that work really well for them, where you finally see something and you go, yes, I think that could work for me because I would enjoy doing it. I would have fun using that technique. I would have fun getting clients this way. But you are not going to attract that if you are in that state of there's no clients, it's hard, the market is saturated, there's too many VAs charging a pittance, you know, like all of these things. You're constantly going to be on this cracked record loop, and that will basically constantly keep you in a state of no clients, blocking clients. You have to break that chain. In the event, I'm going to tell you how that can be done fairly easily. Well, it's easy, but it takes a little bit of practice, but fairly easily, as in you're not stuck in this situation. So that's our first client block today. It's imposed beliefs. Be very careful about who you listen to, about what you listen to. If you can find a coach or a mentor who has developed a business where you can say, I really love what that person has done, and that person has clearly done well for themselves. You know, I have no lack of clients. I'm a VA, I have no lack of clients. If I want a client, I can literally manifest it in days, sometimes hours, actually less than 24 hours, because I know my technique, I know what works for me. And if you can find a good mentor, a good coach who can really work with you on this, and this is why I'm launching One Circle, which we're going to be it's like a coaching mentorship program for virtual assistants that goes with One Sourcing, then you will easily see how to direct yourself. This is not about going out and searching for the right technique. This is about directing yourself so it is then revealed to you and you're able to move forward. But you can't move forward unless you release these client blocks, because this block is just going to not block one thing, it's going to block everything. So be very careful about imposed beliefs, who you listen to, what you onboard as facts about the industry, because people say a lot of rubbish about this industry, and I do not believe that to be true, because that is not my experience, that is not my reality, but it 100% will be for other people. So we have to be very careful about what we filter in order to achieve success in our business. Okay, I simply do not accept when someone says on these VA groups, and really it's like when someone says like, oh, the market is saturated, there's just too many VAs out right there, and you're going to have to lower your rates to be competitive. Really? No. Okay, so that was today. So we're coming back here tomorrow with another client block. 4 client blocks this week. First one, imposed beliefs that you are onboarding from other people. Be very, very careful of those people. We are going to get into accountability right now. Do get your journals at the ready. It's time to focus on our goals, and I shall see you back here tomorrow for another morning mindset. Love you guys, and remember, you are already successful. Keep that in mind, because if you decide, I'm going to be successful, I am successful, that is what you will create. If you decide, I'm struggling, I'm not sure what to do, I'm a bit clueless, then that's also what you will experience. So I am successful. Make it your gratitude of the day. And I shall see you tomorrow. Take care. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.